Hi, welcome back to my channel. So this week is going to be reading only Kindle books again. I really need to make sure that I do at least 1 week of reading only Kindle books to make sure having Kindle Unlimited is even worth it, because it's $11.99 a month. And yeah, that's like one book. So it's like, I want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth out of having Kindle Unlimited. So this morning, I started Barbarian Mine, which is the fourth book of the Ice Planet Barbarians series. And after this one is the last honeymoon book that she did. So I'm really excited because I do like Harlow. We're following Harlow, and when she was on Earth, she had a brain tumor. Well, ever since she was abducted and had got the Cooey in her, it cured the brain tumor. It got rid of it, and she's afraid that it's going to come back. And in this one, she is taken by, I'm going to say Rook. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I'm going to say Rook. And he is alone. His dad died when he was a child, and he hasn't been around anybody since. And he saw her with two from the last book. She gets taken in the last book, but everybody thinks that she abandoned them, but she didn't. She was taken by Rook. So he saw her and he was very intrigued, and he noticed that when he got near her, his cooey started vibrating, like resonating, but he didn't understand what it was because he was a child when his dad died and he doesn't have his mom. So he doesn't fully understand what's going on, but he knows that he wants her. He needs her. So, and he calls the other aliens the bad ones, but there's like no communication because she does have the language in her brain, but he's not speaking that. And I think because he hasn't been around anybody since he was a child, a lot of his speech is gone in general. Like he doesn't really speak much. And whenever she's saying things in the alien language, he is confused. Like he doesn't know what she's saying. And he doesn't wear any clothes. He is completely naked, and he just lives in random caves. Like he doesn't actually have a home. He doesn't sleep with blankets. He just sleeps on the ground. He doesn't use a fire. Like he's just very much roughing it when they meet. And so he finally realizes like she is, sensitive. Like she needs a blanket. She needs fire. She needs all this stuff. So he starts learning from her like words like fire, and learned her name, Harlow, fire. And she's like, yep, I need a fire. And he'll do the fire, and like everything else. He's learned about the food. He has figured out that she likes to get the hides because she learned how to dry the hides and everything for like blankets and stuff. So he's learned how to skin them, to give it to her, to do her thing and all that. And he's trying to take her to a certain cave. And it's technically like where he lives, and it's off of an ocean. And she is trying really hard not to like sleep with him because she doesn't want to have a baby. And especially because she doesn't know him really that well, but she's like growing attached to him, but like there's no communication. There's nothing. Like he's trying, like especially like if she says something, he'll say repeat, because she taught him that, like repeat what you're saying so I can try to get it. But and he's still naked like this whole time. Like they still have not made him clothes. I'm like, why haven't we guys made him clothes? That would have been like my first thing, is a loincloth. That's what all the other men usually wear. But I want to know why he thinks that the other ones are the bad ones. I want to know why. I'm at 39% of the book. I'm almost 70 pages in. I started this morning, and she just took him to his dad's grave. So it's really sad. And she's like understanding like why he doesn't really know anything. Like obviously he's a virgin. There's no way he was with anybody. Like he doesn't know anything. And she's realizing that. So she's like teaching him along the way, but she just hasn't like actually fully been with him. So it's really interesting. And when I finish this one, I want to start and finish the honeymoon one. It's like they're like little novellas that go with it. And this one is supposed to be like I think it said like 160 pages, 180 pages, something like that. I just felt like after Death Valley, I really needed something quick, just something easy, quick to read. not a lot of brain power, funny, just having a good time. So that's what I've been reading, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Like, I'm really, really excited. And I do know after I read the novella, I really want to read another one of the alien ones from Ursa Dax, the other alien series, the Faded, whatever. Her titles for her series are extremely long. So I can never remember, but I do want to read at least one of those, maybe two, and then try to get back into Ice Planet Barbarians. I just really want to make more progress in those series. So I'm not carrying too many of them into next year, like too many of the books of those series. Like the Ice Planet Barbarians, there's like 22 books, and I'm technically on number 4. Each one has had a novella, so that would be like would be 2, 4, 6. I'm technically on like 7, and then the next one would be 8, but there's like 22 total. But they're all really short, so I'm trying to just get those done. And then the Ursa Dax one, I think there's like 10 or 12 of them. Trying to make a good dent in that because it would be number 4 that I read. So it'd be like 4 in each. So I'm just trying to make progress in my series. I do have a lot that I want to read that are not part of series, but I'm just really trying to get through these series like really bad. So that's my goal for this entire week, is just to get through pretty much those 2 series. I'm going to go make some sourdough bread and then sit and read my book. My son really just wants to cuddle with me on the couch, but I need to get some sourdough bread started so then he can sit for an hour, and then I could do my stretch and folds every 30 minutes. So let's go do that. Hey, I've got lots of book updates. It's still Monday. I am really loving the books I'm reading right now. So I did finish Barbarian Mine by Ruby Dixon. I gave it 4 stars. It was good. I liked it. I really liked Rook and how he just fought so hard to be with her because he's so afraid of the tribe because his dad told him they were the bad ones, and figured out they really weren't. And he felt so bad in the end because Harlow needed help, because at 50%, it jumps a year in the future and she's pregnant, but she's struggling. And Liz and Rahash show up. And so they convince Rook, like, hey, she needs to come see our healer, like something's wrong. So go, baby's born. It was so cute. I really liked it. It was good. It was good. I really liked it. I also did read the honeymoon one of them. It was 40 pages. I skimmed it. I gave it 2 stars. I don't know why it was written at all. It doesn't add anything to their relationship. It picks up from after they've been with each other for the first time, before she's even like actually pregnant, and it has no substance. It had nothing. I would say if you're reading the series, don't even read it because it's not worth it. I didn't like it. It made no sense as to why we went back to that time. And mind you, Barbarian Mine was written, I think, in 2015 or 2013. It's either 2013 or 2015. And the honeymoon one was written in 2021. Why? After pretty much all the other books were written. I don't understand. So I would just say skip it. It's not worth it. But I did also start Alien Reject by Ursa Dax. I've only read the first chapter and I have been laughing. It is so funny, and all because it usually hops like it's not Harlow because that's the other one. Her name is Cat, and then Gallic. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know, but it picks up right where the last book ended, and she is like total black cat. She's just like, I don't understand why all these girls are jumping into bed with these aliens so quick, like, oh my god, and is like so frustrated. And then Gallic over here, he is flirting with her, and she makes a comment like, I don't understand why you're flirting with me. You haven't seen the Lavrika, we're not mates. And he takes her sunglasses off, looks at her and goes, not yet. I went, heck yeah. He is a total golden retriever. I mean, he's always hunting for her, giving her food. He's helping her on the thing. He takes down her tent. Like he's constantly around her to do something for her. And he's always, do you need this? Do you need this? Do you need this? And he's always there. And she is getting so frustrated with him. And it is so freaking funny. I am laughing out loud. I laughed out loud in the first chapter already 5 times. This is why I love Ursa Dax. I'm so glad I discovered Ursa Dax this year. Like Sarah Blue, love her too. I'm just like, man, I found some really good authors this year, and I am just so freaking excited, especially because I really want to get through these series, but also I have another Ursa Dax one that is coming out this month. And then there's the last Sarah Blue, the Jolly Cupids coming out next month. And I am so like, I'm going to read it next month. I'm so excited. I have been finding some really good reads, especially from Ursa Dax and Ruby Dixon, Sarah Blue. Like they are becoming my tried and true. Like if I'm ever in a grumpy mood or something and I need something to read, they're the three I'm going to have to go to. So I am waiting for my dryer to be done. I should have folded that stuff a long time ago, but I had to rerun it just a little bit because I don't want to, iron anything. So I think I'm just going to sit in here and read. Both my kids fell asleep in the living room. I think my son has a little bit of a fever. I gave him Tylenol, but he's just been sleeping like all day. Like I've been checking on him. He never had a fever until we got back from picking up my daughter. He kind of felt warm. And I was like, oh man, please don't get sick because you don't need my daughter getting sick. She fell asleep and I cannot handle, she grinds her teeth really bad, like really bad. And she was doing it while she was sleeping. So I had to kind of like wake her up a little bit, move her, and then she went right back out. But I cannot handle the teeth grinding. It drives me crazy. But yeah, I'm going to sit and read because I don't really have anything else I need to do other than fold the clothes. I just did dishes again, so I'm just gonna sit and read. I'm really liking what I'm picking up. I wish I didn't read the novella. It was not needed. It was pointless. Kind of angry. I read it and like I was like 5 pages and I was like, I don't even know why I'm reading this. So I just skimmed it. Within like 20 minutes, I finished it. But we'll see. So I am gonna read, and I will most likely be back tomorrow with an update. Okay, guys, I want to just do a quick update. I am reading Alien Reject by Ursa Dax. I have maybe a little less than an hour left of reading time. Mind you, I thought today I would get so much done. My son is sick. He threw up once last night, and my husband and I just kept checking on him, and then my stomach was kind of hurting, and I'm thinking, please don't get sick. I'm with him all day. I am bound to get sick. I already know. But right now he's in his room and he's just chilling. So I'm hoping he will be okay. Let's just hope. But I've just been sitting on the couch with him mainly and just reading. I only have a little bit left of the book to read, like less than an hour. But this one, I just keep laughing so much. Like I really want to like tear up because he is so freaking sweet. Gallic is just, oh my God. He knows how to be funny, but he knows when to be serious. And he lays his heart out no matter what and no matter when. He does not care who hears it. And I feel for her because a lot of the things she's saying, like she doesn't really let people get close. She'll purposely push them away. I resonate with that. I do. I have done that a few times, and not for the same reasons as her, but some of the reasons I understand. So this one feels very close to home. I didn't even realize she has piercings like on her eyebrow, her nose, her lip, her tongue, her belly button, and he just calls them rocks. He goes, "Why do you have rocks on your face?" Like, I'm surprised. Like, what's the point? She goes, "Oh, my piercings? Yeah, I have them everywhere." And he's like, "Let me see your tongue." And she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Do you have one on your tongue?" And she's like, "Well, yeah." And he's like, "Let me see." And like, she goes, "I also have one on my belly button." And he's just like so excited. It is so funny. But I mean, he just goes above and beyond, and how she asks for a date and he's like, "Yeah, but what's a date? And I'm like, oh my God, like so pure. Because like in this world, they don't date. They are told by the Livrika who they're supposed to be with, and then they're just with them. So, and he's told her, like, I do not need a Livrika to tell me that you're the one I'm supposed to be with. Like, I'm already gung ho. I am here and nothing's going to stop me. And she just is not used to people being around. And she did make a comment going, I'm afraid that he's going to figure out how bad of a person I am and just leave like everybody else. And I'm like, oh my God, I resonate with that hard. I have wanted to cry multiple times in this book. I have laughed multiple times in this book. So far, this one is my favorite of the series because it hits home more for me than other books really have been. But I'm really enjoying myself and I'm really trying not to just blow through it. But then again, it's like, I really want to pick up the next one. I don't know who it's going to be following. I just really like Ursa Dax's writing. Like it gets really deep and I like that. And it's funny and it's got action and it's spicy. I mean, it's an erotica too. And it's just so good. So good. But right now I'm going to sit down and read. I'm going to go check on my son, make sure he's okay. I have to go somewhere and take my daughter's dress for my cousin's wedding. She just needs a hook put in the back by the zipper because it's those no-show zippers and there's no hook in order to zip it up. So it's a little bit hard to zip it. So she's just going to add a hook. And then my husband has some dress pants for a wedding that he wants to wear. The zipper's broken. So I don't know exactly how it's broken, but it's broken. I don't know, but I need to go drop it off at our seamstress. I've known her my entire life. So I just need to drop it off. But my son's not feeling great. So I'm hoping I can leave him in the car, just jump in, show her. Like the dress she already knows. Zipper, I can give it to her and she'll figure it out. I'm just going to tell her, hey, Oliver, stick in the car. I just want to drop this off real quick. I'm supposed to go around 12. So in about 40 minutes, I got to go. But I'm just going to probably clean up the living room a little bit, check on him, sit down and read until I got to leave. But we'll see. And I'm hoping to get some jalapeno cheddar sourdough started today. I forgot to feed my sourdough starter yesterday. I was about to feed it when my son got sick. And I realized this morning I never fed it. So I fed it and hopefully it'll be good for me to make the bread tonight and have it rise overnight. We'll see. But I'm going to go clean up and I will be back when I'm done with my book. I am loving what I'm reading right now. I really am fully enjoying myself. But I do have to admit, I really want to hold a book and read. I really just want to hold a book. But I really don't have many physical books. Like I have that one shelf, but a lot of those are in the middle of a series. So I have to read the beginning of those series on Kindle to see if I even want them as physical books to get to these books. And then I have my shelf. I maybe have 2 books, maybe 3 on there that are physical books that I can actually get to right now. So I'm getting a little short on physical books that I can read, but I have this month and next month left of my book buying ban. I can last 2 more months, but I'm going to preface this. We are going to a wedding in San Francisco, and I think I'm going to try to convince my husband to go to a bookstore and possibly get 2 books. I already know which ones I want, and I really hope they have them. I really want to get The Defender by Anna Huang. I just finished The Striker. I really, really want to get the second one. And then Wild Card by Elsie Silver. Those are the 2 that I'm like, I want in my possession right this moment. Like, I want them in my hand, like to poof into my hands right now. But I cannot do that. So I'm hoping in San Francisco, I can at least get to a bookstore and at least get those 2. Just 2. I'm not going to get any more than that. Guys, cross your fingers and cross your toes that my husband says, yes, we can go to a bookstore and buy you 2 books. My husband also doesn't even know that I put myself on a book buying ban. When I told him, he was like, why would you do that? I'm like, books are expensive. Why is reading such an expensive hobby? I want to know. And they're expensive and I read really quick. That's my problem is I read fast. So I read more books. And I'm like, we cannot go broke because of books. I'm sorry. We are not. That's why I put myself, I did it. I never even told him I was going to do it And he's like looking at me like I'm crazy. He's like, you don't need to do that. I'm like, yeah, I do. Because otherwise I would spend like $1,000 a year on books. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. But we'll see. Let's hope San Francisco, I get 2 new books. Hey, so I do have an update. I did finish Alien Reject. I gave it a 4.5. It was so good. She just really does not want to love this guy. And he just wormed his way in. I mean, that's the best way to put it. And the things that happened, because in these stories, there's not really a third act breakup. It's usually like something big happens. The something big that happened, I was like in tears. I was like, this cannot be happening. This can't be happening. Like, no, it happened. I was just like, God, be kidding me. Like, it was so sad. It was so sad. So they did find somebody when they were in the ship, because he took her to the ship because they're trying to make sunscreen. And she got rocks and she's trying to get minerals and everything. She's looking in a stethoscope, all that. And stethoscope's not a stethoscope. I don't know what is wrong with me. But and he's attacked in there. And there's a woman that they thought was dead this entire time. She's been living in the dang ship this entire time. So Zoe then comes with them to the camp. And I really didn't want to say anything about Zoe, but I started the next one. Zoe's the main, is the FMC. So you kind of have to know that Zoe is found in this one. And she's the FMC in this 5th book. And it's with Core. Mind you, I do not know who Core is. That is just based off Goodreads. I'm only in the 1st chapter, and it's all in Zoe's point of view, and she's just still very confused about the men, which, get it, they're aliens. She's only seen them a few times on the cameras of surrounding the ship, but she's never actually like seen one face to face, like, ever. And so really the only one she wants to talk to or anything is Gallic or Gallock or whatever his name is. It's the only one she wants to talk to. But the Lovrika thing made her get in the water, in its blood, whatever. And now she could speak their language. So there's no language barrier anymore with her. So that's a good thing. But I'm very curious because on Goodreads, it said it was about 244 pages. The other one was 224 pages. So it's 20 pages more, which is fine. But I don't know if they're able to get it finished today. It says it'll take me about a little over 4 hours to read it. I'm really excited because Zoe doesn't know anything. So it's like she's going to be introduced to everything. And I think this Core guy has got to be like another Gon, like another like leader of another like group of these people. Because so far we have Broode, Taliok, and Fallow. So we have those 3. But there's another Gon, which I thought that would be this one. He's already been and he's seen his mate, but it says a second chance. And I was so confused because you got his point of view at the end of the last book of the 4th one. But he's not the MC for this one. So I'm confused. So I want to know who is his mate because he wants one of them. But I think they said there was like 5 clans, and I think Core might be a Gon, the leader of another one. I don't know. But I'm very curious. I do want to read it. But right now I just gave my son more medicine. So it's I'll say I gave it to him at like 2:15, well, 2 o'clock. So I need to give it to him around 6:15. So he's still in his room. He just wants to sleep, which is fine. And I'm just kind of watching him, and I'm just reading and chilling. I'm doing little things here and there, nothing too crazy. I just keep going to his room. So I'm going to get probably reading journal stuff done and some planner stuff done. And then I'm going to continue reading. But this is the last book I really had written down for this week to read on Kindle. Like, I had like I think 5 books written down, or 4, and this is the last one. So I don't know necessarily what I'm going to read next because I was going to do Certain Chaos by Jen Bear, but it's not an alien romance. And I think this week I really just want to catch up in Ice Planet Barbarians and this, what's it called? The Fated Mates of the Sea Sam Warlords. I don't know. But I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through these two series and just try to catch up because I know this one by Ursula Dax, there's like 15 books and I'm on book 5. I've kind of been there's like 22 of them and now I would technically be starting book 5. So we'll see where I'm at, but I think I'm just gonna hop back and forth, or because like right now this series has a chokehold on me. I might just stick with this, or I might hop back to Ruby Dixon's every now and then. But we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna get some stuff done and hopefully get some more reading done. Hey, so it is Thursday. I don't really remember when's the last time I did an update. I think I did one yesterday. I don't know. But I do have a lot of reading updates. So I did finish Alien Exile yesterday. I gave it a 4.25. That one was good with Zoe and Core. Mind you, the synopsis I gave you. Oh, yeah, because I started that book yesterday. Okay, so what I thought the book was going to be about was not what it was about. So, Core, he's a different kind of alien that nobody's even seen on this planet. Like, the CSAN guys have no idea these people exist. And it's supposed to be like their faces are almost like crocodiles in a way. I don't know. He's like 9 feet tall. And it was very interesting. And because Zoe is just found on the ship, she's been on the ship this entire time, and everybody thought she was dead. So it's them and Core, like, he's a big guy and he can do some serious damage. And instead of killing anybody, he just like ties them up because he's like, I already know, like, they're going to try to kill me because I'm different. Like, he's never been around people other than his mom. And it was very interesting. It was very sweet. It was very tender. He is very gentle. And the things he has to do is so sad because they're just like, well, we need your type of people because she is like outside the tent and he's up on top watching, and all of a sudden a drone shows up and he like puts a spear through it. And so they think that the humans are coming to see how things are, and they're afraid that the women aren't going to get saved. It's more of like they're going to take over the planet, kill everybody, and just they think that they want the Lavrika's blood, which is what like heals them and all this stuff. And the Lavrika is the one that shows them who their mates are, so they're very protective of the Lavrika and the blood. And so even the human women are like, no, we cannot let our kind come here and destroy this. Like, we have to protect the Lavrika. We have to protect everybody here. Like, our people freaking took us. Like, no, we are not happy that they're around. So it's them just all working together, but they need Core to get his people to join, but he's never even met his people. So it's them traveling to where his mom is. It's in Baldor's territory. It's another Gon. And he's never even met them. So they're kind of like on the outskirts of that territory. And then he like swims to like the other territory. They don't believe him. They capture him and they're waiting there. It's really sad. And then he finally comes back, the whole thing. And they go back to Urizai. That's where they're like all the tribes are located. So I followed them. It was a 4.25. I really liked it. It was good. I really am enjoying these books, and like the way they declare their love is like so deep and beautiful, and just I love it. I'm loving every second of it. So then I hopped right into Alien Hunter, which is the 6th book of the series. And this one is following Teresa and Baldur, which Baldur is the Gon that I thought we were going to be following in the last one, but it's not. It was this one. I just finished it and I'm giving it a 4-star. This one wasn't my favorite of the series. I think it's probably my least favorite of the series. I would say. Um, because he just kind of comes in guns a-blazing pretty much. And starts kind of like a fight, and she immediately, because like she just wants to be with somebody so bad, she wants babies, like all this stuff, so she fights it, but it's because all he thinks is like, I can just answer with my fist, and she's like, no, don't do that. Like that's mainly what they're kind of like arguing over. So it was just really that the whole time. And I love that the men don't know what crying are, because like aliens don't cry. So when the women cry, they're always like, what is happening? Why is this liquid coming out of your face? Like, oh my God. It's funny, but I didn't like them as much as like Core and Zoe, or even Gallic and Kat, or even Harlow. Not even Harlow. Harlow, that one's a different book, but it was good. It was good. It got more into about the humans, and then they're in the spaceship. They're trying, because the drones are in that ship, and they must be in orbit in order to activate the drones from the ship that's on the planet. So they all go over there, and they're like putting code in the drones, so then the other ship cannot activate them, so they won't know what's going on the planet. So they're all kind of like working there, trying to get it all to just stop. But I'm really liking that she's added this into it, and it's not just about the romance, it's about keeping the humans off that planet so their planet's not destroyed. So they're trying to now get, because they got the water little people from Core, whatever, they are joining them to keep the planet safe. And now there's one other like gone territory in the Death Plains that hasn't been talked to. They don't know about the women. So they send people out to that clan to bring them over, join their pretty much their cause to keep their planet safe. And then there's also could be mates from them, which I'm thinking there has to be another type of race, because there's a few book covers like later, the men are purple and they have long like bluish black hair. So there's got to be another type of alien on this planet they don't know about, or it's got to be these people. I'm not quite sure, but at the end, the way it left off, like, and it's not really a spoiler, it's they're gone from the other territory, died, and so, and he didn't like leave a successor, so they now, like, it was like called like there has to be like a fight to the death to see who is going to be the new gone of that territory. So I think that's what we're going to be following in the next one. I don't want to look at the synopsis, but I also don't know what I want to read next, because I have read 3 of these back to back, and I don't know if I want to read another one or if I want to go back to Ice Planet Barbarians. Because I really am just sticking with my alien romances. I'm just trying to get like a lot of these like caught up, like trying to get through these series. The one I'm farthest in technically is this Ursa Dax series, because it's got 15 books. I would be reading book 7, so I would be about halfway through. Ice Planet Barbarians, there's like 22 books, and I would be on book 5. So I don't know which one I'm going to go with, but as you can see, my bookshelf right there, it's dirty. And, you know, my daughter's stuff, I need to clean, and I don't have to get my daughter for about an hour. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself clean for that hour. And if I finish cleaning, then I'm going to do some editing, maybe. I don't know. I might do editing after she gets home. I'm not quite sure. But I don't know what I want to pick up yet. I don't know if I want another Ursa Dax. I think what would maybe help is, because I know what the next Ice Planet Barbarian one is. It's like about like them trying to have like a Christmas or something. So if that's like really short, maybe I could do that. But I want to see who the next one is following, because if I'm like more interested in that, then maybe that's what I'll pick up. But it'll be either Ice Planet Barbarians or this Ursa Dax. Fated Mates of the Sea Sand Warlords series. That is a tongue twister. That is just, it's not a tongue twister. It's just really long and I can't remember it. Hey guys, so my mom decided to pick up my kids today my grandma's been in rehab and she just came home. And so my mom wanted to take the kids. We're going to go there for dinner tonight. So I was thinking about that. I'm like, okay, I have about an hour and 20 minutes until my husband gets home. So I was thinking, okay, something short and sweet, because I decided this is going to be my last book for this vlog, because I really do want to read other stuff and I don't want to carry a book into tomorrow. So I'm going to do Ice Planet Holiday, which is an Ice Planet Barbarians. It's 4.75 from Ruby Dixon. And I started it when I was already sitting in my car waiting for my daughter to get from out of school. I already read like 11 pages and it was just the main girl from the first book with her husband, her mate Vectol, and she's really pregnant. And in their, like, with them, the women, like their women are usually pregnant for like 3 years. Ours are pregnant for 9 months. So, and two other girls have had kids, but she's been pregnant longer than them. So it's all winging it. She's very big. She's very uncomfortable. She is always sick. So she just wants to have this baby. And I mean, I don't blame her. I've been pregnant twice. I get it. So I'm following her, and I don't know if it's going to follow her throughout or if it's going to follow the others having kids or what. But I do know she has mentioned like the seasons, how they don't celebrate holidays. But that's all I've gotten to. But I am determined to just sit here and finish this book before my husband gets home, because it tells me I could finish it in about an hour. So I'm going to try to sit here, which I made myself some popcorn and I've got myself some M&Ms. And yes, I eat my children's Halloween candy. They don't eat it all. They don't eat all that candy. I'm going to eat it, and they know I eat it. I eat it all the time. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to read this book, eat my popcorn, eat my M&Ms, and try to finish this book before my husband gets home. Hey, so it is Friday morning. I do have a reading update. I did finish Ice Planet Holiday, which is the 4.75. That one was really good. I did really like it. I gave it 4 stars. I'm pretty sure I gave it 4 stars. 3 chilies. It's not super spicy, but it did have spice. I did like that in the beginning we were following Georgie, and then we were following Claire, which Claire, she's mentioned in the first book, the second one, and I think the third one too. I'm pretty sure. Right when they got there, she got with one of the guys, but they're like, we didn't resonate, but they were like sleeping together, and she would stay in his, cave, whatever. And in this one, they've been there a year, and she hasn't been sleeping with him. His name is Beck, and she doesn't want to be around him. She's noticed like he's making her not be around anybody. She's not allowed to talk to anybody. She's not allowed to leave the cave. She can do nothing right. Like, he is just so mean to her, and she knows that sooner or later he's going to start hitting her. And so she's trying to get out of it. And she doesn't know how she's going to do that until Georgie and the other girls from the other cave, because they're split into 2 separate caves right now. She wants to do like a Christmas, but like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, like all in one. And because they don't celebrate holidays. So the other cave has to come to the main cave. So she decides, I'm just not going to go back to the other cave. Like when they go back, I'm not going to go with them. I'm going to stay in this cave. So she goes, and you're really following Georgie for a little bit, and she delivers her baby. It's very traumatic. And then you're following Claire, and there's a guy. It's Everinid. I don't know how to say his name. Everind. That sounds Everinid. I don't know. But he notices how Beck is treating Claire, and so he tells her like, "Hey, I will help you." And so she thinks they're fake dating this entire time. She doesn't realize like he actually has feelings for her. So you follow their love story, and then you're following Georgie delivering the baby, and then them teaching them soccer. Oh my God, that was so funny. They love it. The guys are like obsessed with the game of soccer. It is so good. So that was really sweet. I did really like this one. It was like 119 pages. super quick. But yeah, I really liked it. I do recommend that one. The honeymoon ones, I could do that, but that one I did like because they incorporated like holidays. They called it No Poison Day, all because Georgie mentioned a Vectol about mistletoe, how it's technically poisonous, but if you hold it above somebody's head or like you meet somebody like underneath it, that you're supposed to kiss. So the guys just keep gifting a plant. They picked like a plant that they were going to use as mistletoe, and they just keep gifting it and expecting the woman to kiss them. It is the funniest thing. But that's what I like, is the total miscommunication. They totally don't understand, but they're kind of just going with it. It's really funny. But I mean, I feel like I did really well this week with my reading. I did read Barbarian Mind, which is the fourth book in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. And that one was following Harlow and Rook or Ruck or whatever the heck you say his name. That one I gave 4 stars, 3 chilies. It was good. I really liked it. And then I read their honeymoon book, which I only gave 2 stars. I really didn't like it. I didn't think it really was needed. But I mean, she wrote it and I skimmed it. It really didn't give anything. Then I read Alien Reject, which is the 4th book in the Fated Mace of the Sea Sand Warlord series by Ursa Dax. And I really liked this one. This one was my favorite. It's a 4.5 for me. You're following Kat and Gallic, and because Gallic, he makes me think of Riddick from Fourth Wing. Like, he gives me Riddick vibes. And you do see Gallic a lot in the next books, which, after I finished that, I did Alien Exile, which is the 5th book, and I gave it a 4.25. This one's following Zoe and Core is a new type of alien that they don't know about. So Gallic is in that one too. And then Alien Hunter, which is the 6th book of the series. Mind you, there's 15 of them. So I made some good progress in this series. And this one was following Teresa and Baldur's now they're gone. And that one I really didn't like much. I gave it 4. I didn't like it as much as the others, but it was still good because we were getting more of the fact of like the humans are trying to come and get the Lavrika blood and stuff, and they're trying to get them to not come to the planet. Then I finished Ice Planet Holiday, which is the 4.75 of Ice Planet Barbarians. And then that's all that I read. So I mean, I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I read 6 books in 4 days. I feel like I did so well with this 4-day. To read 6 books in 4 days on Kindle Unlimited, I for sure made sure like I got my money's worth out of these books for this month. Like, I made sure. So I'm very proud of myself for that. I'm very excited that I got so much done. I got the 6 books done. I got farther into series. I'm really proud of myself for these 4 days. But yeah, so I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you like, comment, subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!